Okay, so just quickly to finish the packet, your child has a mitten, and then attached to the mitten are some animals. We are going to read this story actually twice this week. We're going to read it on Tuesday and we're going to read it on Thursday. So you might want to wait until Thursday to do this activity. So what you're going to do is you've got your mitten form, and your child can color it. They can decorate it if they want to, and then they're going to cut out the mitten. Just have them, they're practicing their cutting skills. Just have them cut all the way around the mitten so that Miss Hamilton's writing is no longer at the top. It would be really nice if they got to decorate their mitten. If you've got wrapping paper, they can cut pieces of wrapping paper and glue it on there. You can color. It's up to you, parents, and what kind of supplies that you have at home that you would allow your child to use to decorate their mitten. So we've got the mitten, and then we have the animals. They're just going to color the animals and then cut out each animal. And then you can use this as a story retelling tool. So in the story, I know you haven't heard it yet because we're not going to read it until Tuesday, but in the story, the animals are cold and they come to the mitten and they climb inside the mitten to get warm. So you can actually have, after your child colors and cuts all the pieces, you can have them retell the story and help them remember which animal came first. So the little boy lost his mitten, and the first animal to find it is, I don't think it's a mouse, but we'll just pretend is the mouse. So the mouse comes and gets in the mitten so he can be warm. And then the second animal comes along and he's cold, and the owl decides he's going to join the mouse. So you can practice, and then you take them off and they can tell the story again to another person, another family member, or they can tell it to you again. Or maybe you can take turns. You can tell the story from your memory and then let your child tell the story. And the last activity in this packet, I did a video on this before with the elephant, feather, and pumpkin. And all they're going to do with this is they're going to cut out the 3 pictures, and then you have a paper that looks like this here. And at the top, I've written light to heavy. So this time I want your child to start with the lightest object and put it here in this box, and then move to the heaviest object. So they will cut out the 3 pictures, and they're going to put the lightest one here. Excuse my number. That was from the video we did the other day. They'll put the lightest one here, and since this one is first, you would write a number, or they would write a number 1 at the top for first. And then which one, now you've got an elephant and a pumpkin left. So you ask them which one would be next. So we're starting with light and we're going to heavy. Whatever they tell you would go in this next box, and we would write a number 2. And then the heaviest item goes in the end, and they would write a number 3. So first, second, third. Light, a little bit heavier, heaviest. Hopefully all this makes sense. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to text or call Miss Hamilton. I am at the school most days. And even if I'm not, even if it's a random hour, I will try my best to answer you guys. Thanks.